Hello.
Yay!
Yay. Am I too loud now or?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, good, good, good.
Let's give you one of these. Let's wait.
Thank you. How are we all doing? Hi,
Thank
Martin.
they
Martin
can't,
Higgs. Hello.
they can't answer you because they
I
all
know.
well, I'm going to spotlight you because we need to see this
Oh,
beautiful specimen. Look at
oh
you.
my God. I've just got home from work.
Absolutely
I'm a
stunning.
mess.
Thank you so much for being with us here at the
You're welcome.
Jazz Lounge. You are an incredible artist. I have known Samantha-Jayne a few years when she came to perform at my Smooth Jazz Lounge. And
Yes.
that was about 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was quite a while ago, wasn't it? So,
So tell them, why did you stop playing the saxophone?
wow, it's a really strange story. It was certainly not planned, certainly not by me, probably by God, indeed. But I loved Kenny G back in 1990. I was 17, loved his music, never heard of a soprano saxophone before. And I just felt my mum and I fell in love with his music. And the one day I just went to Birmingham to do some shopping because my friend and I had a Saturday job whilst we were studying. And we got off the bus, and literally, as I stepped off the bus, there was a music shop right in front of us with a soprano sax in it for the exact amount of money that I had. And I just went, wow. And I just went in and bought it.
But
And
did you talk about playing the sax before that?
no, not
No,
at all. I
like
just,
the sound of it.
yeah, I just loved, smooth jazz. I grew up listening to George Benson, and then, listening to the artists that were, the ensemble. I was so interested in the guitarist, the drummer, and realizing that they were artists in their own right, and then getting into smooth jazz that way. So I was really into it, but I certainly didn't think I'd play an instrument. Probably a wannabe singer. And that's what I do through the saxophone, really.
Right, I see. So when you purchased that first sax, do you still have that saxophone?
I do. I don't play it because it was just a student one, but I got a good sound out of it.
Did you have music lessons or are you self-taught?
I'm self-taught. I don't read. I play by ear. So I'm quite melodic. I'm not a technical player at all. So,
I like that.
when I say that I sing the sax, you'll hear what I mean.
Yeah. So that's
So
incredible. You're not reading music, but you can just play, and you play so beautifully.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just kind of just feel it, really.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm not feeling the music, and I'm like, okay, might not be in the right frame of mind, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, this is going to transpire into how I play. And then as soon as I put the saxophone to my mouth, it's just I become somebody else.
And so when you purchased your first sax at 14,
17.
at 17, sorry,
Yeah,
at 17, when did you start having teaching yourself? How did you teach yourself?
straight away.
Did you have
Straight away.
back in them days?
Say that again,
You have
sorry.
YouTube back in them
We're
days.
talking about 1990, my darling. I'm giving my age away now. We certainly didn't. We had TDK tape, and we had, what else did we have? We had radio that you taped, of course, and
Yeah,
the pencil to rewind the tape.
yeah.
That was my era.
So what
So
kind of stuff was you taping off the radio?
all kinds of
Wasn't
stuff.
much smooth jazz on the radio back in
There
them.
wasn't, but I mean, in our household, my mum was a very, strong Christian lady, but she loved music. So we had everything from Shirley Caesar to Culture Club to George Michael to, the Winans, Luther Vandross. It was just, and I think that's where I get it from. I just pick up on so many types of music.
Mm,
And I think that's why I like to play by ear, because I can play it to almost any genre, really.
right.
Um, so yeah, so that's kind of where my influences come from
But
as
you've
well.
never had any lessons.
Never.
I'm really baffled
You'll
with
be able to tell in a minute.
that. No, that's
Totally from
really
feel.
impressive. It
Thank
really
you.
is, yeah. And
Thank you
so,
so
how
much.
many saxophones do you have?
I have five now. So I have my original soprano, which now has cobwebs because I don't use it. I have a more recent soprano saxophone that I bought about 5 years ago,
Hmm.
and which I did my first single Paradise on.
Uh-huh.
And then I have my alto, two altos, P. Muriette and can't remember the other one. My brain's gone dead. And then I've got a tenor as well.
So
And I've also got a dreaded plastic saxophone, which, you know, a lot of the serious players are like, why have you got that? But it's great for the Ibiza gigs.
I probably should get one of those. I'd love to play the saxophone.
You should. It's
Yeah,
never
but
too
with
late. Come on, man.
reservations that I don't play.
Come on, Mel, you can do it. You've got YouTube now, no excuse.
Yes, this is very true. And I just think it's incredible. And you know, being in Birmingham, are you in Birmingham? Actually in Birmingham?
South Staffordshire, so, you know, it's about 20 miles from Birmingham.
Okay.
So,
And there's not really that many female saxophonists around that area, is there?
not that I know of. I know of one other. Yeah,
Well, it's
it's
not even
always,
just in Birmingham. It's even, I think in the UK, there's not that many that I know of.
yeah, I probably know of probably 4.
Right.
So there's not many. So it is, you know, it used to frustrate me at first. It was like, you know, oh, you play like a man. I'm like, that's meant to be a compliment. I'll tell myself it's a compliment. It is a compliment.
Cheeky.
But it, you know, it's kind of a unique selling point now. You know, you have to, you know, turn things into a positive. So,
Yeah.
you know, the fact that I'm female can work in my favour. You know, there's no
Yeah.
point getting upset about it
Yeah,
when
exactly.
people are shocked.
Do you think you get a lot of gigs as well? And do you think that is because you're female?
I think so. I mean, you know, a lot of requests at the moment is for, you know, kind of DJ Sax Ibiza, which again, a lot of the serious players are not happy about. But I'm like, you know what, I'll do it because it's going to pay my bills.
Yeah. And
I
it's
do enjoy it as
fun.
well. You know, I enjoy the contrast between smooth jazz and then the pop stuff and
Yeah.
the ballads, the wedding stuff, and then, you know, you get your jazz, Ibiza kind of stuff, which I just improvise over. I haven't got to think about it.
Okay.
Just have a good time.
You are so talented.
Thank
You
you so
really
much.
are. And I think I want these guys to hear you.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to hear Samantha-Jayne?
I can't see the guys now. I can see
Oh,
myself.
no, yeah, you can see yourself.
I'd rather
You
see the
change,
guys.
you can change the view
Oh, can I? Here we go.
to the gallery view.
Let's have a look.
Beautiful.
Stop it. Behave, gallery. Okay. Oh, there you are, guys. Hello.
Okay, so what song are you going to do for us first?
I'm going to do The Closer I Get to You. So it's kind of the Luther Vandross and Beyonce version. So this is me being a melodic player now.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm just going to turn this down.
Sure. You do what you need to do. Well, Samantha-Jayne, you played this at my Smooth Jazz Lounge, and it was just incredible. And the crowd just went crazy. So I'm hoping you guys are really going to enjoy this one too. This is Samantha-Jayne. Give her one of these.
Is that too
You're
loud?
good.
Good, okay.
Is your original sound on?
Probably not, so. The screen's so different, I can't see anything like I did before.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. Okay, there we go.
It should be in the top left-hand corner.
I got it.
Samantha-Jayne is new to Zoom, so do
Sorry.
forgive us. It's cool, she's
coming
going to get
through?
there.
I'm not hearing it at all. I swear, Saf, I haven't touched anything since we last did this.
Okay.
I don't know why that's not playing. Can you hear that?
Cool.
Okay.
Isn't she just something else?
Thank you so much.
Oh my
Thanks,
goodness.
guys. How was the sound?
Yeah, the sound is great.
Fabulous.
Tweaked it and you tweaked it right.
Thank you so
It was
much.
so wonderful. You got so many wonderful comments there in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I can't see the chat.
Marianne was
Where's the
saying she cannot
chat?
believe you are self-taught
Oh,
playing like
thank
that.
you.
So
Thank you. Who was
effortless,
that?
just flowing naturally. That was really nice. Outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I will send you all these comments
Oh,
later
brilliant. Thank
so
you.
that you can see them. But
Thank you
yeah,
so
that
much.
was
So
just
good to see you
great.
guys.
Honestly, so cool. So tell us a bit more about you. Actually, I have to say Sandy T was loving that because she's a huge fan of Luther Vandross.
Oh,
Huge.
wow.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sandy T.
yeah. So do tell us more about
Okay.
what you have been doing. So you've been playing professionally for how long?
10 years? 10 years now.
10
Yes.
years. And what have you
I,
been doing in those 10 years? Have you been performing at many different things, not just weddings?
yeah, it's mainly weddings, to be fair. That's where, that's what pays the bills. I'm going to be fair.
Okay.
But I've been doing, I did Pizza Express Live a couple of years ago, and that was a sellout event.
Oh, you
So
did? That was
yeah,
in Birmingham.
that was in Birmingham, yes. So I believe Martin Higgs, hi Martin,
Oh,
was there.
yeah, Martin Higgs.
So I'm not sure who else is. Yeah, yeah. So I did that. So yeah, weddings. I do all kinds of things. Yeah, corporate events, promotion, session work.
Uh-huh.
I'll do it all.
And the George Michael story.
Yeah, I've toured with the George Michael story. I'm back on tour with them again this year. So they've just asked me to join them. So that's going to be fun. So lots of theatres around the UK.
Right.
Also, Steve Williamson, who does Simply Luther. If you've not heard of him, go and check him out. His voice is amazing. And who else? Oh, Nia King, Whitney Houston tribute artist. So she
Okay, put
does.
the mic a bit closer to your
Oh,
mouth.
sorry, darling.
That you're
Let me
whispering.
turn myself up a little bit. How's that?
Much better, thank you.
I told you I'd forget to turn it up, didn't I?
Yeah, but it's cool. Well, this is live. This is what we like.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
you have just released your very first single.
I have.
So tell us all about that.
Yeah, it's called Paradise. I wrote it during lockdown because it was a case of all the work just disappeared, and it was like, oh hell, okay, don't panic, don't panic. God's got you. And I've wanted to write for a long time, to be fair. It's great to do all the cover tracks, but I think as an artist it's good to be established or start to establish yourself, especially as you get older. It gets harder. So yeah, I decided to utilise the time. I wrote it about my mom. She passed away in December 2018 of Alzheimer's. So it's called Paradise, but I didn't want it to be a melancholy kind of sad song. It was about paradise, in other words, heaven, which she believed in deeply. So it had to be a sense of joy and happiness about it, whilst getting the message across as well that it's about loss.
That's beautiful. And
Thank you.
that whole process of doing it during lockdown, how did you find that? Because you wasn't able to go to the studios.
Well, I use Logic Pro, and I say I use it. It was a very old system that I had way back before Jesus was when Jesus was a baby. It was so old, and it actually broke down on me just after I finished writing the track. So, but just to get it to demo stage, really, because I'm very particular. I know what I want. So to then give it to the bass player or the keyboard player, I need him to hear what I want. I don't want your interpretation. I want what I want. So to be able to do that on Logic Pro and then give it to people, and then it came back as it was with the finished product, it was I was happy.
So how long did that whole process take?
Do you know, it took me probably an hour to write the song, and then because I get melodies very quickly, so that's why I like to improvise, because I can come up with a melody instantly. So to write a track isn't a long process for me at all, but to produce it is a different thing. So it's taken the best part of a year. So that's mainly because finances as well, and just trying to get people that will support and help me out, and then having to wait for them because they're on other projects as well. So you're not a priority, but it's about just getting it done, really. So I'm now trying to do a video for it as well. We'll see how that turns out.
Well, I shall definitely look forward to seeing that. And you also have on guitar Ollie Pinnock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where is Ollie from?
Ollie is also from he's from Wednesbury, which is probably 8 miles from where I live. So I met Ollie on the gospel circuit, and he's very much like myself. I mean, he's self-taught as well. And when we play together, we just instinctively know what the other one's doing. So we do a call and answer and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like we play the same things sometimes, and we're like, what? How did you know you're going to play that? So it's he's a great guitarist, and a really close friend as well. So, and he lost his mum actually during the shooting of the video for Paradise, so it was very poignant for him as well, to do the track. But Yeah, lovely person, lovely guy. And I said to him, I'm hearing acoustic because he likes to do electric guitar mainly.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm hearing acoustic guitar on this. And the same for myself. I thought I was going to be writing my first track with my alto sax because that's my main instrument. I haven't played soprano for a very long time. But it's funny how I've gone full circle. And I was just like, no, it has to be on the soprano. I think because my mum loved it as well so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, the soprano and acoustic guitar just sounds really sweet together.
Wonderful. I'm going to be playing that one for you guys a bit later. But in the meantime, we're going to get another track from
Oh,
Beautiful Lady.
oh my gosh.
What's the next track you're going to do for us?
I'm going to do, again, to bring my mum back into the conversation, a track by Huge Groove called The Gospel Truth, which was a song that she absolutely adored. And I didn't get to play it for her, so I dedicated it to her at Pizza Express Live when I did the gig there. And yeah, she just loves it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful track. So I'm going to attempt to play it for you.
Wonderful. And you're not going to attempt, you're going to do it well. I'm ready to play it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
just give me a second.
Sure. And hopefully when Spider joins us, he's a bit late today. I'm going to get him to put in the details for Samantha-Jayne, putting her website and everything into the chat. But if you want to try and look for it right now, you can.
Can you hear that okay?
Yes, we can.
Bear with me. I'll read you in a second.
She's here, there, and everywhere. Bless her. She is just incredible. Samantha-Jayne. I agree with Sandra Harris, out
Thank
of
you.
this world.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely
My sound is not
beautiful.
great. I'm so sorry. So that's why I was a bit,
No,
it's a bit
please
disorientating.
do
Sound
not
okay?
apologize about anything.
Cool.
It
Cool.
was fabulous.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, that is
Fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah, there's so many wonderful comments there. Again,
Thank you
Roy
so
says you are a
much.
hidden gem.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they just cannot believe you are self-taught. And you are giving me inspiration
Come on, girl.
because you
Come
do not
on.
read music. You play by ear. You kind of learn
Yes.
by ear. That's what I'm going to do with the keys. I don't want to
Come
be able to
on.
read music.
Yeah, that's a keyboard I can see. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
collecting
on.
dust.
I'll be on your case now.
Yeah, it's just
I want to
so
hear
it
your
just
scales
goes to
every
prove
week.
you don't need to learn to read music.
You don't need to, it's good to, it's good
We
to know
don't
the
need to.
theory, definitely. But as I say, it was something that I fell into. It wasn't a plan at all.
Uh-huh.
I was
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
sorry, darling. I was a single mum for, well, since having my son. He's 23 now. So it was all about, going to work and making sure the bills are paid and the child is fed. And, so to have a career in music was just not an option. And it just so happened that I was made redundant from my 18-year office job. And the year before, I bought my alto and tenor saxes. So it was part of the big plan, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
So when you're not playing the sax, what are you doing?
playing the sax. No, I do play it a lot, but I try and earn a little bit of money doing cover supervising at secondary schools. So I teach secondary school children from the age of 11 to 18 in academic lessons, so English, science, whatever lesson I need to cover for.
Yeah.
So the lesson plan is usually left already, so I just deliver the lesson.
Right.
It's not always the case, so sometimes I have to kind of remember, okay, what did I do at school 30 odd years ago? So yeah, that's what I do during
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, the comments still coming through. Still cannot believe.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to see
Yeah.
who's on. Natalie, what are you drinking? That looks good.
And Natalie is a Pinnock. I was wondering if
Oh,
Natalie
wow.
was related to Ollie Pinnock.
Do you know what? I bet you are.
Yeah,
Bet you
you
are. I'm going to
never
have to
know.
ask him. He did say
Yeah.
there are a lot of Pinnocks.
Yes,
So-
there are. And another thing, do you find being in Birmingham here in the UK that it's hard to get out into that smooth world, the smooth jazz world in the States?
Do you know what? I don't know about trying to get into the smooth jazz world in the States. I think it's going to be certainly easier to do it from here to there once I've got my material and start, marketing myself properly. But to try and get into smooth jazz over here is a task and a half because it's
Yeah.
not mainstream. A lot of people call it elevator music. Even friends and family, I'll be like, listen to this, and they're like, oh, where's the words? Where's the lyrics? I'm like, oh.
We have to teach them. This is why I do what I do, to educate people on smooth jazz.
Yeah.
But it definitely is not elevator music.
No, it's not, and that's kind of, I guess, why I like to do well-known songs because you can change it up, and people
Yeah.
will be like, "Oh, I know that song,"
Yeah.
so they can connect with it in that way. So, smooth jazz is good for that. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
and
to
I
be.
definitely agree with you. That is the way
Yeah.
of getting them in the door
Yes.
with a popular track that they know.
Yeah,
Then you play
absolutely.
your original track to them. They're like, oh
Yes.
yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
absolutely.
definitely the way to do it. So if you could collaborate with anybody, who would that be? It could be a singer, musician.
I was going to say it probably would be a singer because, as I say, in my head I am singing. So I'd probably say somebody like Alita Adams because for me it's about tone. It's not always about how many notes you can get into a bar.
Yeah.
You can capture somebody's attention and emotion with the tone of your saxophone or whatever instrument you voice. So Alita Adams, I think, for me,
Yeah.
and Luther Vandross. There's so many.
Yeah.
How can I choose?
Nightmare. The list goes on forever. So I'm
Yes.
gonna. What are you gonna play for us next? It's gonna be your last tune for us.
Well, I'm going to play a Brian Culbertson song, which is sometimes when I'm doing gigs, I'll just play along to other smooth jazz artists. So I'll just put a bit of sax over the top if it fits. So I'm going to do Brian Culbertson's Tonight. Oh, sorry, Together
Beautiful.
Tonight. I can't read my own writing. It's time for bed.
That is a beautiful track to do.
It
So
is.
let's hear that one, and we're gonna come back to you.
Okay, thank you.
We've got a few people watching on Facebook Live. Hey, Paul McLean and Jan Morales out there in the Philippines. I hope you are
Wow.
well. Rose Lady Ekman from Jazz Lovers Corner, she's tuned in. Brendan Rothwell, he's a bass player in Canada. He says that is some Birmingham. There's some Birmingham in that accent.
There certainly is. Okay. How's that sounding?
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Sure. I think you've got a few more fans as a
Oh,
result of this
so
performance.
glad. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely
so
stunning.
much. Thank you so
I
much.
think Brian Culbertson would even be happy with
Oh,
this.
wow. Okay. Thank you.
I
Wow. I
really
hope you've
do.
all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was just
Good.
brilliant. You are so talented.
Thank you so much. You know
Yeah.
what? I always think that, I never feel like I've reached where I want to reach. I always feel like I'm still learning. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm self-taught, so it's like, I want to play a certain song. I'm like, wow, what's that note they're hitting up there? How do I get that? So I'm on Google, how do I do that? YouTube. So I'm still
Yeah.
learning, and I'm just enjoying the journey,
Yeah, and that's all
it's,
we all have to do. We all keep learning our
yeah,
skills and just to
yeah,
better ourselves each and every day.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, I do believe
absolutely.
that you're almost there. You're almost there.
Thank you
You
so
really are.
much.
Self-taught.
I like
That
to
is
think
the
it's
word
God
of the
given, but
day.
thank you. You just bring all your experiences, musical life experience, just throw it all in and see what comes out.
Yeah, so please tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, where they can download your track and tell them everything.
Yeah, you can find more information about me on my website, which is Samantha-Jayne Sachs. That's Jane with a Y. And everything is on there that you need to know. There's a bio on there, links to the track that you can purchase. You can purchase it from the website or from Spotify or iTunes. From the website would be good. And what else? There's links to my YouTube channel, Facebook, all the social media stuff, all the
Mm,
usual stuff on there as well.
right.
So,
So after this, when we go into the next interview with the other artist,
okay.
can you just type in your website details in the
Yeah,
chat? Yeah, and put everything in there, please.
everything. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have to
that we
figure out how to
we
do it.
get some downloads today.
Okie dokie. No problem at all.
Wonderful, Samantha Jane.
It's a
Thank
fire
you.
jazz.
You know,
Thank you
I
so
did
much, guys.
I did ask Samantha Jane to do this event for me last year, and she's like, "No, I'm not ready
Did,
yet."
did I? Oh,
Yeah, because you was
was
doing
it
your
last year?
track. You was in the middle of
Okay.
finishing your track.
Okay.
I was like, "That is absolutely fine. You do what you got to do." So I'm so glad you came on now and not then.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
I think
thank you for
was
playing the
ready.
track as well and for promoting it. Thank you guys so much.
You're very welcome. I think
Thank you.
Roy Spratland is one of your newest fans.
Oh,
He said
thank
he's
you,
watched the
Roy.
show so far. He thoroughly enjoyed it. He just loved. Everybody loved your playing.
Oh,
So
thank you so
we
much.
loved
I hope the
everything
sound was
was
okay.
great. Everything was
Thank
really
you.
good. And I'm
Thank you,
gonna
my
now
lovely.
play your track, and
Thank
this
you.
is Paradise by Samantha Jane. And thank you again for being
Thank you. You're welcome.
at the Smooth Jazz Lounge.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys. God
Oh,
bless. Stay safe.
please,
Thank you.
we'll speak real soon. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Samantha-Jayne. Please guys do check out her website and download this beautiful track, Paradise. Junior Giscombe and Don E are in the Zoom house.